Every AI negative assumption? Easy peasy. Some people fear that artificial intelligence could become so advanced that it gains control over humanity, like something out of a science fiction movie. They worry that AI might surpass human intelligence and decide to take over, leading to a dystopian future where machines rule over us. Let's be serious here. It's understandable to have seen those movies where robots go rogue and take over, but that's just Hollywood imagination. In real life, we're a long way from anything like that happening. AI systems are created by humans, and they only do what we program them to do. Plus, AI doesn't have desires or ambitions like humans do. It's just a tool we use to make things easier, like your smartphone suggesting what words to type next. So the idea of AI taking over the world is more like a fun plot for a movie than a realistic concern. Some people worry that as artificial intelligence gets smarter, it will start doing jobs that humans currently do, leading to widespread unemployment. They fear that robots and AI systems will replace workers in various industries, leaving many people without jobs and struggling to make a living. Let's be real here. Yes, AI might change the job market, but it's not all doom and gloom. Think about it. Throughout history, technology has always changed the way we work. When cars were invented, some horse carriage drivers lost their jobs, but new opportunities arose in the auto industry. AI will likely do the same. It might take over some repetitive tasks, but it can also create new jobs we haven't even thought of yet. Plus, humans have something AI can't replicate: creativity, empathy, and critical thinking. These skills will always be in demand, no matter how smart machines get. People worry that as AI becomes more prevalent, it will lead to constant surveillance and invasion of privacy. They fear that AI systems could gather vast amounts of personal data without consent, leading to a loss of privacy and autonomy. Let's keep it real. Yes, privacy is important, and we should be cautious about how our data is used. But it's not like AI is some kind of spy lurking in the shadows. Companies and governments have strict regulations and laws in place to protect your privacy. Plus, AI is often used to enhance privacy, like detecting fraud or keeping your online account secure. And hey, you have control over your data too. You can choose what information you share and with whom. So while it's good to be cautious, there's no need to worry that AI will turn us all into Big Brother's little helpers. Some worry that AI systems, which are built and trained by humans, might inherit the biases and prejudices of their creators. This could lead to unfair decisions in areas like hiring, lending, and law enforcement, perpetuating existing inequalities in society. All right, let's break it down. Yes, it's true that biases can creep into AI systems if we're not careful. But here's the deal. Biases have been around forever, long before AI was even a thing. Think about it this way. Remember when job interviews used to be all about first impressions? If you didn't fit the mold, tough luck. AI actually gives us a chance to do better. With the right checks and balances in place, we can spot and fix biases in AI systems more easily than in human decision-making. Plus, there are already efforts underway to make sure AI is fair and just for everyone. So instead of blaming AI for biases, let's use it as a tool to help us spot and overcome our own human biases. Some folks worry that as we rely more on AI to do things for us, we'll become lazy and incompetent. They fear that we'll forget how to do basic tasks or make decisions on our own, becoming like helpless zombies controlled by machines. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, it's true that technology can make some tasks easier for us, like GPS guiding us to our destination instead of reading a map. But think about it. Before smartphones, did you panic every time you left your house without a map? Of course not. You figured it out because humans are pretty good at adapting. Same thing with AI. Sure, it can help us out, but it doesn't mean we're going to forget how to think for ourselves. If anything, AI can free up our time to focus on more important stuff, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing our passions. So, instead of worrying about becoming mindless zombies, let's embrace AI as a tool that can enhance our lives without taking over. Some worry that as AI becomes more prevalent in creative fields like art, music, and writing, it will replace human creativity and expression. They fear that everything will become generic and soulless, lacking the unique touch that only humans can provide. All right, let's break this down. Yes, it's true that AI can generate art, music, and even write articles these days. But hold on a second. Remember when photography was invented? Some folks thought it would kill painting because anyone could snap a picture instead of picking up a brush. But guess what? Painting didn't die out. It just evolved. Same thing with AI. Sure, it can create stuff, but it's not the same as human creativity. There's something special about art that comes from the heart, from lived experiences and emotions that AI just can't replicate. Plus, AI can actually inspire humans to be even more creative. Think of it as a tool in our artistic toolbox, helping us explore new ideas and push boundaries. So instead of fearing a loss of creativity, let's see AI as a partner in our creative journey. With AI making more decisions in critical areas like healthcare, finance, and criminal justice, some worry about the ethical implications. They fear that AI might make decisions that go against human values or cause harm without understanding the consequences. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, ethics are important, no doubt about it. But here's the thing. AI isn't making decisions in a vacuum. It's guided by humans who set the rules and boundaries. Remember when cars were first invented? People worried about accidents and safety. So what did we do? We set up traffic laws, built safety features, and created systems to hold people accountable. Same thing with AI. We're working on guidelines and regulations to make sure AI decisions are fair and transparent. Plus, there are folks out there, like ethicists and policymakers, who are keeping a close eye on things to make sure AI is used responsibly. So instead of fearing ethical dilemmas, let's focus on creating AI that reflects our values and aspirations as a society. Some worry that as AI systems become more integrated into our daily lives, they'll also become prime targets for hackers. They fear that malicious actors could exploit vulnerabilities in AI algorithms to cause chaos, steal sensitive information, or even manipulate important systems like autonomous vehicles or medical devices. All right, let's break this down. Yes, security is a valid concern, no doubt about it. But here's the thing. AI isn't just sitting there waiting to be hacked. Just like with any other technology, there are smart folks working tirelessly to make sure AI systems are as secure as possible. Remember when the internet first became a thing? People worried about hackers breaking into their computers and stealing their stuff. But over time, we've developed all sorts of tools and techniques to keep our data safe. Same thing with AI. Sure, there might be some vulnerabilities here and there, but we're getting better at patching them up and staying one step ahead of the bad guys. Plus, there are ethical hackers out there, like cybersecurity experts, who are constantly testing and improving security measures. So, instead of fearing security risks, let's trust in the people working behind the scenes to keep our AI systems safe and secure. With the power of AI growing, some worry that it could fall into the wrong hands. They fear that malicious actors or even governments could use AI for nefarious purposes, like spreading propaganda, conducting cyber warfare, or even developing autonomous weapons that could cause widespread destruction. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, the potential for misuse is there, just like with any powerful technology. But here's the deal. AI isn't some unstoppable force that can be wielded by anyone with a computer. It's a tool, and just like any tool, it's only as good or bad as the people using it. Remember when the atomic bomb was invented? People worried about it falling into the wrong hands and causing mass destruction. So, what did we do? We set up international agreements and regulations to prevent that from happening. Same thing with AI. We're already working on guidelines and treaties to ensure it's used responsibly and ethically. Plus, there are watchdog groups and organizations out there, like Amnesty International and the Electronic Frontier Foundation, who are keeping a close eye on things and holding people accountable. So, instead of fearing misuse, let's focus on working together to ensure AI is used for the greater good of humanity. Some worry that as AI becomes more prevalent, it could widen the gap between the haves and the have-nots. They fear that those who have access to AI technology and education will thrive, while those who don't will be left behind, creating a deeper divide in society. Alright, let's break this down. Yes, social inequality is a real concern, and technology has the potential to exacerbate it if not managed properly. But here's the thing. AI isn't just for the elite. Just look at smartphones. Once considered a luxury item, now they're everywhere, even in the hands of folks in developing countries. Same thing with AI. As the technology advances, it becomes more accessible and affordable. Plus, there are folks out there, like nonprofits and governments, working to bridge the digital divide by providing training and resources to underserved communities. So, instead of fearing widening inequality, let's focus on making sure everyone has access to the opportunities that AI can bring. With AI and technology permeating every aspect of our lives, some worry about the impact it could have on our mental health. They fear that increased screen time, social media pressure, and reliance on AI for decision-making could lead to addiction, anxiety, and depression. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, mental health is incredibly important and technology can sometimes feel overwhelming. But here's the deal. AI isn't the enemy here. It's all about how we use it. Remember when TV was first invented? People worried about it rotting our brains and turning us into couch potatoes. But guess what? We adapted. We found ways to use TV in moderation and balance it with other activities. Same thing with AI and technology. It's all about finding that balance. Plus, there are folks out there like mental health professionals and tech companies who are developing tools and resources to help us manage our digital lives in a healthy way. So, instead of fearing the impact on mental health, let's focus on using AI and technology mindfully and taking care of our well-being. Some worry that since AI systems are trained on data collected from society, they might inadvertently perpetuate existing biases and stereotypes. For example, if historical data is biased against certain groups, AI algorithms trained on that data might make decisions that discriminate against those groups. All right, let's break this down. Yes, biases in AI systems are a concern, but it's not a lost cause. Think about it this way. AI learns from the data it's given, just like a student learns from textbooks. If those textbooks are biased, the student's knowledge might be too. But here's the thing. We can fix that. We can make sure the data we feed into AI systems is diverse and representative of everyone, not just a select few. Plus, there are techniques like algorithm auditing and fairness testing that help us uncover and correct biases in AI systems. So, instead of fearing reinforcement of biases, let's focus on building AI that reflects the diversity and inclusivity we want to see in the world. With AI making more decisions for us, some worry that we'll lose our ability to think for ourselves and make our own choices. They fear that AI algorithms, driven by data and algorithms, will dictate our lives, leaving us powerless to resist. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, autonomy and freedom of choice are important, and no one wants to feel like they're being controlled by machines. But here's the deal. AI isn't here to replace us. It's here to assist us. Just like a GPS suggests a route but doesn't force you to take it, AI can offer suggestions and insights to help us make better decisions. Plus, we always have the final say. We can choose to follow AI recommendations or not. Remember when calculators were first introduced? Some folks worried that they would make us lazy and unable to do math in our heads. But guess what? We still learn math in school, and we still use calculators as tools to help us out. Same thing with AI, it's just another tool in our toolbox, not a dictator of our lives. So instead of fearing loss of autonomy, let's embrace AI as a partner that can enhance our decision-making and help us achieve our goals. Some worry that as AI becomes more prevalent and complex, it will require significant amounts of energy to operate, leading to increased carbon emissions and environmental degradation. All right, let's break this down. Yes, energy consumption is a concern, especially in today's world where we're increasingly aware of our environmental footprint. But here's the thing. AI isn't the only culprit when it comes to energy consumption. Think about all the other technologies we use every day, like smartphones, computers, and air conditioners. They all require energy too. Plus, AI has the potential to actually help us become more energy efficient. For example, It can optimize energy usage in buildings, transportation systems, and manufacturing processes, reducing waste and emissions. Plus, researchers are actively working on developing more energy-efficient AI algorithms and hardware. So instead of fearing increased energy consumption, let's focus on leveraging AI to create a more sustainable future. Some worry that as AI technologies spread globally, they will homogenize cultures and erase diversity, leading to a loss of unique traditions, languages, and identities. All right, let's put this worry to rest. Yes, cultural preservation is incredibly important, and no one wants to see diverse cultures disappear. But here's the deal. AI isn't a cultural bulldozer. It's just a tool, like the internet or television. And just like those tools, it's how we use AI that matters. Think about it this way. When TV first became widespread, some folks worried that it would erase local cultures and languages. But what actually happened? People found new ways to express themselves and share their cultures with the world. Same thing with AI. Sure, it might spread global influences, but it can also empower local communities to preserve and celebrate their unique identities. Plus, AI can help us translate and preserve endangered languages, document traditional knowledge, and connect people across cultures. So, instead of fearing cultural erosion, let's embrace AI as a tool that can enrich and celebrate our diverse world.